Hey, let's rewind back to the night of the national championship game. During the actual game, the talk on Twitter was about a different game. The new NCAA video game, or its official name, learn this, College Football 25. Fans were, as you can see by the tweets, upset because they were hoping to see a trailer for the game and didn't. So let's welcome Brandon Marcello back onto the show. And Brandon, I know fans want an answer. You would love to answer this question, so I'll get right to it. Where was the trailer?
There was never a trailer, ever. We reported at 24/7 Sports the Friday before the national championship game that EA Sports was preparing to release more info. A lot of fan blogs took that to mean, oh, a teaser trailer's coming. They're going to put it up on the national championship game. No, what we were told was that some information was being prepared to be shared with fans. My understanding was it's kind of going to be like a blog post that EA Sports was going to release. For whatever reason, they got cold feet and did not release that. We've had some blowback from some people at EA Sports and some fans, obviously, but we never reported that a trailer was going to be released. And for some reason, fan blogs took that and blew it up. But what I can say is that some people, including inside EA Sports, were surprised that no information was released that night on national championship night, and yet we're still here waiting. And of course, that prompts questions about, is the game still coming? Is it still happening? Yes, it's still coming, and we'll talk about that more here. But there was never going to be a trailer released on national championship night.
Glad we cleared that up. While we all patiently wait, let's talk about the game itself. What can you tell us about some of the game modes that are featured in this new edition?
Well, as we've previously reported over the last year and a half on this, there's going to be some variation of previous game modes that you saw a decade ago. That, of course, being Road to Glory and Dynasty mode, for example. There will be online play, of course, as we all know. But what I can share here right now that I've learned here recently is that, much like the Madden game, there will be an Ultimate Team mode, which will include, at least the plan is, legends from college football past able to be played now and in the future. So potentially, these are not names that I have confirmed or anything like that. So potentially you could see, say, Cam Newton in the game once again. You could see Tom Brady in a Michigan uniform once again. Or maybe some of those famous quarterbacks at Nebraska running the midline option and running the I formation. That is potentially coming. They have been working on trying to secure likeness rights for some of these former players so that they can ramp up this Ultimate Team mode, which will allow you to be playing college football legends. Very exciting stuff.
Whew, I'm just thinking of the player combinations that we could put together. That's really exciting. You mentioned the current players, though. So how is EA working on getting players involved in the game?
Yeah, they've partnered with one team, which is an NIL group, which, simply put, this is how it's going to work out, everybody. They've got an app, and much like all these NIL marketplaces. So what they're going to do is that when a lot of these players get on campus, later in spring or this first summer semester in May, they're going to go up to the players all collectively and go, listen, if you want to be in the EA Sports college football game this summer, you need to opt in by going into this app and signing away your NIL rights so we can put you in the game. EA Sports has been working for quite some time on developing likeness and everything for players to prepare. But if players do not opt in, those players will not be included in the game. If they do, they will obviously be in the game. EA Sports has been preparing, of course, for the possibility, which is probably likely, that not every player is going to say yes. So the question is how do they deal with that? How do you kind of supplant a player with another that quote unquote doesn't exist? Because remember, the reason why NCAA football for a lot of reasons went away, one of the crucial reasons was name, image, and likeness, them duplicating the look of a player without actually saying it was that player, just saying it was player number 8 instead of your superstar quarterback. So that's something to watch here. They have not yet signed any players or anybody like that officially, but again, this is going to be almost like throwing a net out there. You go click a button in this app and you're in the game, and then EA Sports will work furiously over the next 2 months to make sure these rosters are as up to date as possible.
Yeah, those old rosters were so subtle We had no idea who any of the players are. It's going to be really interesting when we see actual players involved in this. There's also the factor of the schools. What does EA's relationship look like with some of those universities as they work together to revive this game?
Yeah, for several years, they've been working on this game, as you guys know, and they've been working with CLC, Collegiate Licensing Company, which represents most of the schools in Division I FBS, to get as many digital assets as possible. And as you're seeing on the screen, for example, digital assets like Ohio State. So they're asking all these schools for, listen, give us the best pictures of your stadium, every nook and cranny. Give us game day sounds. Give us your fight songs, any other songs your band plays, any other game day traditions that you can photograph or put on video for us so we can put into the game. Now, not all schools have been as forthcoming with information to EA Sports, whether through just reluctance or just pure laziness or forgetfulness. I've seen some open records requests, including at Arkansas State, where EA Sports was reaching out to all these schools going, please send us all these assets. And they weren't cooperating, whether it was through laziness or just reluctance or forgetfulness. And at some points, EA Sports has had to go reach out to third parties and hire their own videographers and photographers and tell some of these schools, listen, we're going to come there here in a week or two and take the photos ourselves and get this done so we can create these digital assets. EA Sports has been very aggressive with this, and there have been deadlines going far back as 2 years ago that had been broken by some of these schools. So EA Sports was like, listen, it's been 3 months past the deadline. We got to get this done. So EA Sports took it upon themselves. Listen, we're sending someone in. Open the gates for us. Turn on your water fountain that you have out there in the end zone. We need pictures.
Yeah, I mean, they realize how important it is. If you're going to do a game about college football, you have to have all of the pageantry involved. So I like the effort that's being put in there. Another big part of this is cover art. And let's be real, that's kind of come under some scrutiny lately with sports video games. There's, the Madden curse, and you can believe in it all you want. But what intel do you have as for a potential cover athlete?
My sources in EA Sports have been super secretive about what they're going to do with the cover. The feeling was as far back as a year and a half ago that we need to have a current player on there. And the feeling is that that's probably still going to be the case. But again, they've gone quiet. My sources have gone quiet about what's going to happen with the cover athlete. And even today I saw, talk about weird timing, I saw some rumors out there about EA Sports filming a commercial at the Rose Bowl a couple of days ago, according to a photo that surfaced on Instagram. I have not been able to confirm that yet because I just learned that actually from our 24/7 sports chat. So interesting thing to watch there. What are they preparing for if there was a commercial shot? But the cover athlete, is it athletes? I mean, could it be Nick Saban, the GOAT, the NCAA EA Sports College Football GOAT edition? Who knows? Again, they've been very secretive around this. I have not been able to crack that egg.
Okay. Well, you've been able to crack a lot of eggs. We appreciate you, I'll say it, making an omelet for us. Brandon, thank you so much for being on the show multiple times today. And thank you for watching. One more reminder to hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed. And I got to tell you about one more thing that the 24/7 Sports YouTube channel is doing, because check it out. We don't just celebrate National Signing Day. We have a National Signing Week, and we are all over it. So this is when our actual show is going to be. It's from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock Eastern, but throughout the week we'll be dropping content. So make sure you tune in then. Thanks so much for watching.